Alright, so it looks like that part is never going to be documented, apparently. I was just saying the hair is good. It makes sense for the characters. It plays a role in the story. It looks good in and of itself. It indicates time, place, socioeconomic status. It says something about the person's personality. So I would say it's 96%. I don't think that 100% of the haircuts look 100% awesome. Special effects, there really aren't that many special effects. There is some use of makeup in this, like to make Beth look really sick. And there is a special effect in that Amy gets into danger when she falls through the ice. But I really don't think that's enough to change my rating. Wow, there are a lot of crazy people out there today. So I think the next category is the music, and the music sounds great. I think I've heard it somewhere before. Maybe it was in a trailer to the movie. Maybe it's been reused in other movies. Maybe it's been used in other movie trailers. The music sounds great. It matches the mood. It's well instrumented. It matches the period. Overall, the production value or production quality of it is, it's like the direction that they were going for was an American version of Jane Austen movies. Where they're going very big budget. And they're putting a lot of time and effort into the different aspects of production, especially the music. And it sounds unique, and it's something that you would probably be able to recognize if you heard it elsewhere. It's got a really big scale. What I'm trying to say is that it is kind of like Rudy in that it's this really big Hollywood, probably 40, like a full orchestra that's doing the thing for the music. So you get a big sense of scope. They don't overdo it with the dramatic parts, I don't think. It's nothing like the really crappy scoring in certain other adaptations of it, especially the 30s and 40s versions. Where they felt like they had to Mickey Mouse every part of the music. This movie doesn't have music in some parts of it. It's just the actors talking, or it's just sound effects in some spots. So they don't, totally try to score every single second of the movie. I do kind of wonder if maybe that was because they just didn't have the time to score every scene in the movie. If you look at like Lord of the Rings stuff, just about every part of that movie that should have music in it has music in it. And they were very careful to balance what special effects are heard and when they should not have music and when they should have music. I don't know if they've got a different score for each character. I don't think they do. They might have scores for different moods. I don't know if they do it by character though, because I'm kind of listening to it now when I watch movies to see if they have it, and it wasn't super pronounced, but it might have been there. It might have come up when certain parts of a character's theme come up. But I really don't think it was there that much. So I'd start at 86%, and I'd probably put it like somewhere at the 92% range, maybe 93%. Okay, they don't just have instrumental music, like production music. They've also got different characters singing at different points, like Christmas hymns or just regular hymnals. They've got music at the party where they're dancing, and I think that really there isn't any weak part in the music. So I would say that there's a variety, but it all sounds good, and you don't get that too often. And it's not really obnoxious Christmas music either. It's just, when the characters are singing, they don't bring in the orchestra. They just have the characters and whatever instruments they're using going. So I would say it's probably 94% for the music of Little Women, 1994. Just in time because I'm losing my voice.